students. So let's start again with the plastids. Now what are plastids? They are color bodies. And what is their function? They give different colors to different parts of the plant, and they are of two types. Chromoplast. Chromo means color. That means they give color to flowers and fruits. Chloroplast. That means they are the green colored plastids due to the presence of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a pigment which is present in chloroplast. You can see here, these are the colored parts, green in color. These are chloroplast. This is the diagram of the plant cell. And wherever there is green color in the plant, there is the presence of chloroplast, and it has the presence of chlorophyll inside. And why do we call them as kitchen of the cell? Because it helps in the process of photosynthesis, manufacturing food. Then another type is leucoplast, are colorless plastids. They store starch, proteins or fats, but they don't give any color to the plant part. For example, we can say the example of potatoes. Next we move to vacuoles. Now what are vacuoles? They are the clear spaces in the cytoplasm of plant cell. A mature plant cell has a single large vacuole, while young cells have many small vacuoles. And you can see this diagram. See, this is the plant cell. Inner area is a huge space. Now this huge space is known as vacuole. I have written here V, right? So the cavity of the vacuole is filled with the liquid, and which is known as cell sap. So it is separated by from the cytoplasm. Now you can see this. The rest of the part is cytoplasm, and there are so many organelles. So you can see this layer blue one. This is known as tonoplast. So you can write the word tonoplast. And what is the function of the vacuoles? The function of the vacuole is to make the plant turgid, stiff. Its cell sap stores food, water and pigment. Now let's move to the next page, and this is a table with all the different parts of the cell. Now first we'll talk about cell wall. Now what is the structure? It is non-living, rigid, that means firm. And what is the cell wall made up of? Cellulose. So you can mark these terms which are important, that it is made up of cellulose and it is non-living in nature. Now what is the function? Provides rigidity and also gives shape to the plant cell. And it is freely permeable. That means each and every type of substance can come in and go out. Then come, and this cell wall is present only in the plant cell, not in the animal cell. Then comes cell membrane. It is living, so this is one difference you get between them, and it is selectively permeable. This is going to be freely permeable cell wall. Cell membrane is selectively permeable. It allows the movement of certain substances to come in and go out, keeps the cell content together. Then is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like thick ground substance. So what is the function? It holds all organelles, right? And it is the medium for activities. All the activities which is going on in the cell takes place in the cytoplasm. Now for example, to explain you this, what is ground substance? That is the matrix, we can say. Suppose I take one bowl of sand, and if I put marbles inside, that sand is known as cytoplasm, and the marbles which we will put inside will be taken as organelles. Now next comes is the nucleus. It can be rounded or oval, and it has a double membrane structure, envelope. So this is known as the control center of the cell, also known as the brain of the cell. And what it inherits characters from parent cell to daughter cell during cell division. All the important features of passing from the parent to the daughter cell is present in the nucleus. Then comes endoplasmic reticulum. It is also a double membrane structure, membrane bound channels, and it forms framework. Just like I told you before, the skeletal of the cell. And what is the function? Helps in the transport of substances within. Then Golgi complex, stack of tubes, also known as cisternae, and vacuoles and vesicles, small vacuoles and vesicles. What is their function? Secretion and storage. Then comes mitochondria. Now this is also a double membrane structure, and it has many respiratory enzymes. So you can underline respiratory enzymes, underline this, and also it is known as powerhouse of the cell, because respirations take place in mitochondria. That is, when there is oxidation of glucose, we will get energy. So that is, it releases energy in the form of ATP. Then plastids are also double membrane and found only in the plant cell. So site of photosynthesis, we will get chloroplast. Color to the flowers is chromoplast, and the one which stores starch, protein, fat are leucoplast. Now ribosome, these are small granules scattered in cytoplasm, or they are also attached to endoplasmic reticulum. What is their function? They synthesize protein, so they are known as protein factory. Then comes lysosome, contain tissue dissolving enzymes only in animal cells. They help in the dissolving of the tissues which are no more in use. Then also known as suicide bags, help in the digestion of foreign bodies which are in the cell. Then comes centrosome. This is also found only in the animal cell. What is the function of the centrosome? Found formation of spindle during cell division. What is the spindle, how it is formed, all you are going to read in your higher classes. Now vacuole, clear space in the center of the plant cell. It is filled with cell sap, and very small vacuoles you will find in the animal cell. So what is the function? It stores water and organic compound. After reading all the parts of the cell, now this is the comparison, right? So see, if we see this plant cell is made up of, this is outer and this is inner. So outer is cell wall, inner is cell membrane. Then a large, this is vacuole inside. Okay, this is nucleus. You can't see, but there is zigzag. This is chromatin fiber. Okay, same here. If you want to make it, you can just draw zigzag. This is chromatin fiber. See, then we have mitochondria, we have endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus in the center, cell membrane, centriole present only in the animal, not in the plant cell, chloroplast present in the plant cell, not in the animal cell. So this is the difference between the animal and the plant cell. In this table, you can see the difference between the plant cell and the animal cell. Okay, so the cell wall is present here, absent in the animal. Nucleus present on one side, it is present centrally. Plastids are present, plastids are absent. Centrioles are absent in plant and present in animal. Lysosome absent in plant and present in animal. Golgi bodies, many scattered, only one in animal cell. Vacuole present, one or two large vacuoles, here they are absent or few or small. I hope till here it is clear. Thank you.